To this point, I've done the suspended ceiling that was for this floor. And therefore, after this, we need to edit and supervise the joinery works that we have right here. And then we need to bring them right underneath the suspended ceiling that we have here. So let me just pull this up. Like this part here, the joinery here needs to be moved. So I select this, and then I'll bring this over here, and the final work needs to look like this one right here. We need to do this all over the plan. So I've already stated these parts, but I'm just saying them as a reminder. And the next important point that we have is when we're drawing the suspended ceiling for the first floor here. Because we have different dimensions and heights, it's hard to figure out which one needs to go where, because we did have different types of it in the CAD file. And in order to do this easier, we can use the filter here. As you can see, I've chosen color as a filter. So from the filter section here, I've gone here, and for the different heights that we have for the suspended ceiling, I've created a name for each one of these, and then I've put them under the ceiling category, and then based it on height offset from level, and then I've put it equal to the shortest height that we had. And then after that, I've gone to the visibility graphic menu and added them in the filter tab here. And here you can choose any color or hatching that you want. It's just based on your preference. So the plan can also look like this. I'll just put it on solid again. We've done this so we can recognize the different heights easier from each other. And so in the following, I'm just going to work on the details. So I'll go here, and then I'll complete this part here first, and then we get to the rest of it. So I'll just select this wall over here. According to the CAD file that we have, this part here, the floor has a slope. So let's take a look at it here. Let me just pull it up. As you can see, we have 0 here, then minus 0.49 here, and then here we have minus 1.23, and then minus 1.5. And then the slope continues, as you can see here. So in this part, we have minus 0.49. So just have that in mind. And let's go back to the Revit file, and we'll go to the plan right here. So in this space here, we have a 10 centimeter wall, and then a 20 centimeter one, and then these two, which need to link up with this part right here. Then let me just rotate it, and then we have this part here, which I'm going to select, and then I'll select this part up here, and then from here I'll select this one. Then I'll isolate them. So let's see what's actually going on here. So this is what it looks like. Then we'll go here and we'll select the architectural tool that's called wall opening. Then I'll select this wall here, and I'll create an opening. Here I'll select the wall, and then I'll open up the edit profile. Let me just select the opening that we have here, and then adjust, cancel this one, and then I'll select this part with this one. After that, this surface with this one, and then finally this surface with this one. Also this last part with this surface as well. So after that, we have this part, this surface that needs to come down a bit. And in order to do so, I go to the Annotate tab, and I'll select the Spot Elevation tool. Then click on this part. And so here we have minus 0.22. Let's edit this to minus 0.49. And then after that, we'll go over here. Let us see. All right, I'll just pull this down a bit. Okay, and then there it is. After we've done that, we're pretty much okay on this part. Although I can use align, and then I can go here and I can align this part with this one. And we can have minus 0.49 precisely as we want. So I'll go here again and then I'll select the wall opening. I'll select the back wall and I'll draw the same opening here as well. After that, I'll use align and then I'll go here and I'll lock this one with this part. Then we'll lock this one with this one too. And then this one with this one as well. And after that, Ctrl S to save it. Then reset once more. And then we're done with this part. So the only remaining part is right here. Let's see what we have here. It's a false ceiling. So let me just see where this false ceiling is supposed to be. Let's go to the plan for the underground and then take a look at the ceiling. So we open it up. So here we have two completely separate spaces. Therefore, we can go here and delete this one. And after we've done that, we can go over here and then separate these ones as well and then trim them or cancel that. Let me just delete this part here first and then I'll go to the 3D view. There we go. Here we are. Let me just zoom in here. So we hide this wall first, but just keep in mind that we have a wall here. After this, let's go to the ground floor plan. Let's see where it is. Let's pull it up. There we go. Here I'll choose the floor tool. And after that, we need to put the work set on the floor. Let me see where it is. Just cancel this. So here from this menu here, we'll find the floor. Here we'll select stair floor. There it is. And after we've done that, we'll just select the floor tool using some 150 millimeter tile. So here, pick a wall here. So this part here is based on the framework, and then the rest here is right here. So I draw this one here, and then I'll select this boundary line and draw this one here. There we go. Then connect these two, and then I finish it up. No here, and let's go back to the 3D view. So just type in minus 0.49 for the height offset, and then put this level on the second level. So it's based on the 0, 0 base point. All right, then put in 0 in this box. Okay, let me edit it again, 0.49 again, which then looks like this. Then I select the join tool from up here, and then I'll join this one with this one, cancel here, and then select this one, tab again, and then I'll join it with this. So this is what turns out. Let's take a good look at it. There we go. All right. So let's see what else we have to do here. I think we have some joinery work to do right behind this part. And we need to bring it up to right under the ceiling here. So let me just check the section box here and then select this and then drag it up to here. All right, there we go. It's a good view to see exactly what's going on. Then I select this wall. Then I go here and select the align tool. And then I'll align this part under here to this part up here. And then here, this part over the steps, we need to trim this one as well. So I select the trim tool, and then I'll trim the line over here with this one over here. Then I hit finish. After that, we do have a wall over here. Let me just see what we should do. Here I can select edit profile, and then using edit, I can select this part, and then I can trim it with this part. Although, let me trim this line with here as well. All right, and then down here we have a flat surface right here. Press continue on here. So just get rid of this line as well. And now we're done. There we go. And now we have this part over here. So select this one with this part and this part of the stair. And then this one and this one. Then the ceiling as well. So I isolate these ones. So let's see what it exactly looks like. Let's check it out. Then edit profile. And then I'll get rid of these lines. After that, we finish this part up. And then we have this here, which goes under the stairs. All right, this is fine. And then we have this surface on the side, which I select and then edit profile. And then I'll trim it towards this slope right here. Then finish, and there it is. Here we can work the substructure as well, and then just go into more detail if we want to. So now let me just go back to the ceiling for the underground level, and then I'll just leave this one to be here. Let's go to the plan. So there it is. And here from this plan, I'll select this ceiling over here. So here we do have AutoCAD detailing, which we need to look at. All right, so select the base offset and pull it 2 meters upwards. And then let me just take a look at the AutoCAD file. Let me see if we have any columns here. The underground plan, and yes, we do have a column here. And then we have this part here, which lines up with that one. And then in this space here, we have a ramp. Okay, let's go back to the Revit file. So here, after I've selected the ceiling, I'll pull this up and put this under the ceiling as well. And then here, after I've selected the ceiling, I'll hit the create similar option. After that, hit pick line. And then I'll click on this wall with this one and then this one as well. Okay, and then I'm going to use trim to trim this part as well. Let's just select this and then go here and then click on this one. And so finish this up. Okay, let's pull up the white frame. There we go. And then let's see what we have here. All right, let me open up the visibility graphics menu, and then from the import tab, I'll uncheck these ones and then just leave the -1. So let's see if we can do anything here. All right, then let me open this one and click on hidden line. Okay, let me pull up the visibility graphic from the 3D view, and then here, go to the import tab again, and then just check the -1. Zoom this out and reset, and let's see where we have the -1. Okay, VV again, then work sets, and here we have the DWG file. Put this on show, and here it is. So put the base offset on 2 meters here. There we go. Let me see which plan we need to go to. The underground plan. And then we have this space here where the ramp goes. Okay, So here, select the ceiling and then sketch. So after I've selected the sketch here, I draw the line here up to here and then finish. Okay, and then here, sketch ceiling. Then draw this one here. Okay, and then this one goes here, and then I finish it up. So let's just get a quick check and see if we've put the ceilings on the correct height. So we have 2.6 here, and then here as well, and it all seems okay. All right, so let me just go back to the 3D view. Okay, here I'll open up the visibility graphic menu again, and then hide the DWG file here.